Hello and welcome to our latest unboxing video. I'm Eliza. I'm here at the Hatfield Public Library. I'm back from vacation and I have a really big box of fiction, starting with some historical fiction. Wayward Girls by Susan Wiggs, who wrote The Lost and Found Bookshop. This is set in the Vietnam era, follows multiple characters. They're all in the home of the Good Shepherd, an industrial laundry and Catholic reform school. Whew, sounds intense. We have The Bewitching. Oh, this is the newest novel by Silvia Moreno-Garcia, who wrote Mexican Gothic, which I really enjoyed. This is on my list to read. Three women in three different eras encounter danger. Okay, I won't go into the detail, but I think the different eras are, let's see, Great Depression. Um, it's hard to see, but I know that it is on my list to read. Combo of like witchcraft and historical fiction. A Guide to Magical Innkeeping by Sangu Mandana. This is the sequel. I think it's the or it's by the same author of The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. That was a really popular book. I had multiple patrons be like, "I loved this book," which is I think is always a good sign if someone like actually takes the time to stop and talk to you. Uh, Oh no, this isn't a sequel. It looks like it's another standalone, but maybe in the same sort of like witchy world. So, different vibe. I know that these were both witches, but I think that this is going to be like a little darker and this one like a little more cozy about like living life and finding yourself. Lynn Painter Made for Each Other. Lynn Painter is a very popular YA novel, I think. Yes, it's not advertising that, but that's probably just because this is her adult book. And this is adult romance, a professional cleaner. Oh, this I remember this one too. This one sounded fun. So she's a professional cleaner and one of her clients is never home, so she decides to go live in his house for a little bit because something's happened to her own apartment and then I think she gets caught out and then there's a love story. We have a new Danielle Steele, A Mother's Love. Still writing, still working hard, still super popular. We have a new Daniel Silva, An Inside Job. We got a lot of patrons who are going to be lining up for that one. We have a new Iris Johansen. Wow, so many big names in one box. This is the Death Mask, an Eve Duncan novel. We have That Last Carolina Summer by Karen White. Hmm. Captivating Southern drama about sisterhood. Oh, I think a lot of people are going to like this. Definitely a little bit of a beach read vibe, so we always need those. Bug Hollow by Michelle Huneven. Um, New author for me. I'm not familiar with her. Uh, this is about the Samuelson family. The brother goes missing the summer he graduates from high school. Um, I guess it turns out he goes into a commune, but the family is sort of affected by it just sounds like a family sad. Detective Aunty by Uzma Jalaluddin. That's cute, the cute title. So this is after her husband's unexpected death 18 months ago. Khazar Khan never thought she'd receive another phone call as heartbreaking. Oh, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, I like when the blurbs really get me. They don't go where I expect it to go. Okay, so she gets a phone call. Her husband's died. 18 months later, she gets another shocking phone call. Her 30-something daughter has been arrested for killing the unpopular landlord of her clothing boutique, and so she decides to solve the case herself, which, I mean, obviously, like, that makes sense. More murder. We have A Novel Murder by E.C. Nevin. I love this cover with the knife stab through the book. That's just perfect. Ah. So it says, Welcome to the Killer Lines Crime Fiction Festival, the place for writers of the genre to meet their adoring fans. But this year, the murders are not just on the page. Oh my gosh. Take that one. We have a new Lisa Scottoline, The Unraveling of Julia. Ooh, that's like an intriguing title. And then it says a psychological thriller. So not part of a series. A widow inherits a mysterious Tuscan estate shrouded in secrets. Battle of the Bookstores by Ali Brady. Uh-oh, are these two bookstores that are next door to each other? They got to work out because it's hard enough out there for bookstores. Oh, yes. So the two characters manage bookstores on the same Boston street. But they don't have much competition because bookstore has serious literature and the other one has romance. But then look, somebody was thinking like me. The owner decides to combine them into one. And then I think the two bookstore managers have a romance. It's like literary fiction reader meets romance lover. The Girl I Was by Jeneva Rose. I thought I read of Jeneva Rose, but maybe not. The Perfect Marriage? I don't think I read that. Maybe I read a different one. Um, huh. So it says Alexis Spencer will use any inspirational quote to rationalize her failures and shortcomings. But then she loses her job and her relationship, blames the world, starts drinking. Oh, and then she wakes up back in 2002 with a chance, I guess, to do it again. There's just so many books. But I really want to get through the box. I really want to get them all out. We have Where the Rivers Merge by Mary Alice Monroe, another popular novel. And this is part of a duology, an intrepid woman's life across multiple generations in the American South. So it looks like it takes place in 1908 and 1988. Wow, she must be pretty old in the second timeline. We have Mansion Beach by Meg Mitchell Moore. A young woman becomes entwined in the opulent lives of her neighbors on Block Island during an unforgetting summer of scandal. I feel like I read one kind of with this similar vibe last summer. I can't think of the name. Um, anyways, yeah, rich people and summer. Oh, look at this. We have the new Ruth Ware. Is this our second copy? I feel like I've said this already. Maybe not. We have a lot of Ruth Ware fans in this library. This is called The Woman in Suite 11. I do have to say this is a follow-up to the woman in Cabin 10, which was actually like one of her big breakout novels. It's one of her most popular ones about a woman who gets, I think, knocked overboard a cruise ship. Personally, not my favorite of her, all of her books, but because I like them all so much and I always read her books, I definitely will be reading this one anyways. And it's also been a little bit since I read that one, so I might have to remind myself, but hopefully they do it in the book, since it really has been a while since that one was published. I don't think I'm the only one who's going to be like, oh, Death on the Caldera by Emily Paxman, who I know personally, luckily enough to know personally. And this is kind of like, sort of like an Agatha Christie style mystery set in a fantasy world where a train crashes and someone gets murdered and all kinds of trouble ensues. 1 in 4 by Lucinda Berry. They'd kill for a comeback. Oh, Dr. Laurel Harlow can't believe she agreed to do a reality TV show. She's trading a mansion full of former stars. That sounds intriguing. Nice. Wait, both of these are like nice light paperback, so perfect for bringing on vacation. We have the other new Stephen King. We got the other one, whatever it was. And then this one is called The Life of Chuck by Stephen King. It's got such a cool cover. I kind of wish the barcode hadn't ended up right there because I just think there's something really weird intriguing about the way this man is standing. And this is a novella. A good summer for Stephen King fans. Okay, Don't Open Your Eyes by Liv Constantine, which I think is a pen name. Twisted maybe it's not a pen name. Anyways, the twisted psychological thriller from the author of The Last Mrs. Parrish. A woman has nightmare visions of her future and then they start to come true. Oh, she is, of course, as is often the case, living a perfect life with husbands and children, and she couldn't be happier. And then everything falls apart. We have The View from Lake Como by Adriana Trigiani. Uh, Jess Capodimonte Barata is not living the life of her dreams. So this is the opposite. No perfect life. She's divorced. She's back living with her parents. And then there's an unexpected loss, and it all takes place in, they end up going to Tuscany. So I'm going to do one more. I haven't quite finished this box, but there's still actually a fair amount left, and I just hit 10 minutes. So I'm just going to cut myself off, and we'll get to the rest in the next video. Well, we'll do A Murder for Miss Hortense by Mel Pennant. Mystery. Miss Hortense is sharper than Perot. Ooh, cool. Tougher than Vera and a better cook than Columbo. That's funny. So it's about Miss Marple type retired gardener, renowned cake maker in a quiet suburb of Birmingham, England, where since she immigrated from Jamaica in 1960. But it's not 1960. I think this takes place in the present day. It's just saying she's lived there a long time. She is retired and she's once used her skills to benefit the Partner Network, a local group of Black investors that she helped found. Until that is, she's unceremoniously ousted from the group. That was 30 years ago. This blurb, I love the cover. Nothing bad. The blurb, I wish they were telling us more about what was happening right now than what happened many years ago. But I guess you have to set the scene because now, all these years later, one of the other partner group members is found dead. That's it. That's all I have for now, but I will be back soon with more.